Hello friends, welcome to my channel Rhythm Explores India. In the previous episode, we visited Puducherry. From Puducherry, we reached Villupuram, from where we boarded Rameswaram COVID Special Express, reach Rameswaram. Rameswaram means Lord of Ram in Sanskrit, an epithet of Shiva, the presiding deity of the Ramanatha Swami temple. Rameswaram is considered to be one of the holiest places in India to Hindus. Rameswaram is situated on Pamban Island, separated from mainland India by the Pak Strait and only 40 kilometers away from Sri Lanka. It is in the Gulf of Mannar. Rameswaram is connected to mainland India by the Pamban Bridge. So our train crossed this Pamban Bridge across Gulf of Mannar to reach Rameswaram. Our train crossed it around 4 am at dark dawn, and the experience is just goosebumping. In the morning we will come here again to visit Pamban Bridge and the beautiful surroundings. Anyway, we reached Rameswaram around 4:30 am and hired an auto and reached our hotel where we completed a nap. This is really just Rameswaram. There are many places in Rameswaram to roam around. We shall visit them one by one. At first, we visited Arulamigu Ramanatha Swami temple, or summarily the celebrated Rameswaram temple. It is dedicated to God Shiva. According to mythology, Sita, the wife of Ram, made a Shiv Lingam out of sand, which is believed to be the lingam in this temple. Built in the 12th century by Pandya dynasty, it is one of the 12 Jyotirlingas. The corridors of this temple are reputed to be the longest in the world. Its architecture and painting of the corridor are world famous. Photography is not allowed inside. You have to leave everything behind to enter the temple. From the morning, there is heavy pressure of crowds in the Tirtham, or a holy water body. There are 22 Tirthas in the temple. The number 22 represents the number of arrows in Rama's quiver. This temple is one of the holiest of the Char Dham: Badrinath, Dwarka, Puri and Rameswaram. From the gate of the temple, we hired an auto to visit other places there. We started from Ramarpatham temple at Mount Gandhamadana Parvatam. It's a two-story temple believed to have footprints of Lord Rama himself on a stone. It is at this place that Lord Hanuman told Lord Ram that he had found Sita in Lanka. It was the resting and planning place of Lord Ram and his army before their journey to Sri Lanka. It is also believed to be Lord Hanuman's home. From here, you can see the whole island from bird's eye view. This is Rameswaram TV Tower, the second tallest structure in India. It is as tall as the Eiffel Tower. From here, we can see the Rameswaram temple. Then we visited Lakshman Tirtham. It is believed that Lord Lakshman installed a Shivalinga and took bath in this Tirtham. Bathing in this water body is considered to be sacred. Here we encountered two Brahmini eagles. The temple installed here is very beautiful. Then we move to Five-Faced Hanuman Temple, or the Temple of Floating Stones. Here you can see floating rocks that was by legend used to cross the sea to reach Sri Lanka. Now we are going to Vilondi Tirtham. It is one of the 64 Tirthas in Rameshwaram. Vilondi means the place pierced by arrow, and Tirtham means sacred water in Tamil. There is a good water spring situated inside the sea. On his way back to home on Pushpak Rath, Rama shot an arrow here and a stream of fresh water gushed forth to quench the thirst of the crew. You can see it on the way to Pamban Bridge from Rameshwaram. Anyway, the beach at Vilondi Tirtham is very serene and good. After spending some good time here, we moved forward to visit Pamban Bridge. You remember we crossed in the dark? We are on Indira Gandhi Road Bridge and heading towards the mainland India. Pamban Bridge is a railway bridge which connects mainland India with Pamban Island and Rameshwaram. It was made 100 years ago. It is India's first sea bridge and India's second longest bridge. It stands on the Puck Strait. The 360-degree view is just awesome. On our way back to Rameshwaram, we visited a place that reminds us of a man whose contribution changed our country. I consider him as a living god. He is APJ Abdul Kalam, the 11th President of India. He was born at Rameshwaram. At his burial, this memorial is consecrated. Everyone should visit this place. Now we will visit his house, which is close to Rameshwaram temple, from which we started our journey today. This is the house of APJ Abdul Kalam. It's not a house, it's a treasure house of knowledge, inspiration and patriotism. His house reflects his philosophy of simple living and high thinking. Photography is not allowed inside, so I cannot show you inside pic. I bought few inspiring books written by him and his miniature statue. There is a shop beside his house by his brother. This shop is excellent for buying souvenirs, so you may visit it too. Now after taking lunch, we rested for a while. In the evening, we wanted to visit Agni Tirtham, a spot just walking distance from our hotel and the temple. On the way to Agni Tirtham, we tasted some snacks like dal vada. It was very tasty. The beach east of Ramanatha Swami temple is known as Agni Tirtham. According to legend, Lord Rama bathed here to atone his sin of killing Ravan, who was a Brahmin. Dhanushkodi, the last point of India towards Sri Lanka, and Cruzai Island remained unexplored as visitors weren't allowed because of COVID. Now it is time to go back to Chennai. On the way, we shall visit Mahabalipuram. We checked out from our hotel and went to the Rameshwaram railway station to catch our train to Chennai at 7:00 p.m. So see you in the next episode in Mahabalipuram. Till then, bye. Please like, comment and share my video and subscribe my channel. Bye.